Left wrist is a plane joint in extension. Right arm is a ball and socket joint in medial rotation. Left arm is a ball and socket joint in abduction. Right hip is a ball and socket joint in extension. Right knee is a hinge joint in extension. Right foot is a plane joint in plantar inflection. Right elbow is a hinge joint in flexion. Left elbow is a hinge joint extension. Left hip is a ball and socket joint extension. Left knee is a hinge joint in extension. Right wrist is a plane joint in extension.
The right wrist is a plane joint in extension. The left wrist is a plane joint in extension. The right arm is a ball and socket joint in medial rotation. The left arm is a ball and socket joint in abduction. The left elbow is a hinge joint in extension. The right elbow is a hinge joint in flexion. The spine is a pivot joint in rotation. The right hip is a ball and socket joint in abduction. The left hip is a ball and socket joint in extension. The right knee is a hinge joint in extension. The left knee is a hinge joint in extension. And the right foot is a plane joint in plantar. The head is a pivot joint in circumduction. The right arm is a ball and socket joint in lateral rotation. The left arm is a ball and socket in medial rotation. The right elbow is a hinge joint in extension. The left elbow is a hinge joint in flexion. The right wrist is a plane joint in extension. The left wrist is a plane joint in extension. The right hip is a ball and socket joint in extension. The left hip is a ball and socket joint in abduction. The right knee is a hinge joint in extension. The left knee is a hinge joint in extension. And the left foot is a plane joint in plantar.
Right arm is a ball and socket joint in adduction. Left arm is a ball and socket joint in adduction. Right elbow is a hinge joint in extension. Left elbow is a hinge joint in extension. Right wrist is a plane joint in extension. Left wrist is a plane joint in extension. Right hip is a ball and socket joint in abduction. Left hip is a ball and socket joint in extension. Right knee is a hinge joint in extension. Left knee is a hinge joint in extension. And the right foot is a plane joint in plantar inflection.